Aloha Cousins, welcome to the Dormant here. This is the third time I have been recording this update video. I either forget something or I don't like the first one or something like that. I don't remember all of it. I just know I keep forgetting things. And I'm just like, why? But I'm going to go more slowly in this one to make sure that I get everything in the video. Life update first. I got married. We went to the Justice of the Peace. We had a little bit of a ceremony. It wasn't too big, but we did dress up for it because, of course, we're getting married. But yes, we had a nice little ceremony. We went out to eat and stuff like that afterwards. It was a very nice and lovely day. But I do know that's one reason why the content had to pause for a little bit was because of me having to focus on all of that stuff. I do know that by the time this comes out, it will either be done with our honeymoon or it'll be in the middle. One of the two. I don't remember exactly. I've got a new editing and recording schedule set up here, and I'm trying to figure out how it does it in advance. It's like the weeks or something like that. I'll figure it out probably here in the next little bit. Because I am going to factory reset my computer. Now you may be asking, why am I doing that? Well, I'm pretty sure it's my internet connection, but my internet, whenever I'm on it, or like my computer in general, will just kind of like just hiccup and like glitch for a second. It still works and everything, but it has done it a lot, especially on the internet side. Like I said, it could easily be my internet provider and everything, but just wanted to make sure. It ain't bad to do it, but I do know every single time I do the factory reset, I like to end all the series that I have, so that way I don't lose any progress, I don't lose any art. That way, if by chance for some reason I can't save an art or save a video, it doesn't cause anything detrimented. So as we go about with the series and stuff like that, if they end, other series will just be going up in its place. So then that way, we can be, so that way it'll still be a video, but it'll just be double episodes of that one series or something like that. I think that's all of the life updates. Was me getting married, me wanting to reset my computer a little bit. I don't think there was anything more besides of me figuring out a editing schedule and a recording schedule. I've got it pretty much to a degree figured out. Should be able to get it done now. At least that's what I'm hoping. Because I want to talk about the content we're going to be doing and everything. Nothing's really going away. I'm just updating y'all of what I want to do with the content because I like telling y'all how we're going to be doing it. We're still going to be doing the variety content. So like for on the top of the head, the audio book reading we're going to be keeping. I know I've talked about it last update, but I do know I want to add like background music to it. I'm just waiting until the end of this series, and then the next one I'm going to be adding it to it. I don't want to try to add it in the middle of something. I'm going to do it within the next, book. It's going to be like background music, like calm music for calm parts, battle music for like, the heavy, intense battle parts and stuff like that. If it's like spooky music, you know what I mean? Just the basic, adding background music to help like set the mood for the story and everything. But that's as far as like the Redwall stuff. The Nintendo Switch online games, like the Paper Mario series for right now, they're pretty much going to stay. I'll probably switch between like the Nintendo 64, the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, the NES and stuff like that. The Super Nintendo, I'll switch between each of like those games to find something different and new. But they're still going to be staying the same. I'm not really changing them up at all. It's going to be the same thing, me playing through the game. I do know my style is a little bit differently. Instead of just going through the game, sometimes I like to find little hidden things along. I'm hopefully pretty sure everybody's okay with that. I'm not really changing anything like that. I know I've talked about it to where the fan games are going from Nuzlocke to Let's Plays. However, I think what's going to be better is instead of Let's Plays, I'm going to label them as walkthroughs. Because in regular games, I like to do stuff like that. But in this one, I really like to go to every single town, kind of talk to everybody and stuff like that. It's going to be more of a walkthrough and Let's Play combined. I'm going to be playing the game, but it's going to be very immersive and checking almost all little nook and crannies and everything. Pretty much the same style like Paper Mario basically is what I want to be doing for the fan games. Is pretty much the same style of video is going to be shared between those two. Because I really think changing them from Nuzlocke to Let's Plays and walkthroughs is going to be a lot better because I'm not stressed about the Pokemon dying and having to raise up new ones. I think that is better in the terms of that and it'll be more fun. I did have a plan for one game I wanted to play because it was supposed to be really good, and I still am gonna play it. But I saw another game here, and it's got a really cool way to do Pokemon battles, and so I really want to do that one first. But that one's gonna take a little bit because, like I said, the computer wanted to factory reset it. I'm gonna have to wait till almost all the series are done, so then that way I don't have anything left to lose. So that might be a little bit before we start that. The Pokemon challenges we're going to be keeping the same. However, we're not going to be doing them like I know we've been doing the Salandit and Combee as like a Nuzlocke type per se. It's no longer going to be like a Nuzlocke type per se. It's going to be like I have the next challenge already planned. I have like probably 3 to 4 of them planned. And it's more of like, can I beat the game doing this way? Or it's like, I'm going to try to beat the game during this way. Have myself like little rules and stuff like that. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be really fun. But those are going to be kind of like what I've been doing with the male Saladin and Combee, where I'm not going to do a face cam for those. I'm going to just play the game. And then I'm going to take it from like, I'm going to do like from badge to badge. So for example, like Kanto, we're going to start from the beginning all the way to Brock. And then the next episode will be after Brock all the way to Misty. Then the next badge will be all the way from after Misty to all the way to Surge. To give an example, Kanto's not next, but to give an example, it's going to be from badge to badge to badge. And I'm just going to play the game. I'm not going to worry about face cam. I'm going to script the video like we're telling like a story. Basically, like I go through this. I capture this. I train this way because that one I want to be like very informative. If people want to do this challenge themselves, they can figure out how to do it. And they're like, okay, he did it this way. I might do it this way. But it's still knowing how to do things. But that's where the Pokemon challenges are going to be at. They're not going to be Nuzlocks. It's more of just like, hey, let me try to beat this game a certain way. I have gained a little bit of insight how I want to do that from another, not a PokeTuber, but he's another YouTuber. His name is Bringle, and he does play Paper Mario 1000 Year Door content. And he had certain challenges like he wanted to play the game using no action commands. Playing through the game using just the partners only and stuff like that. So I was like, let me try that, but with Pokemon. Me think of like fun challenges in order how to play the game, and then like I can explain like informatively how I go about doing everything. That's where I think the challenges are going to be from now on. They're not going to be Nuzlocks because the theme Nuzlocks are coming back. They're going to be coming back by themselves. They're going to be staying as videos for right now. They are probably going to be the ones I stream when we come back. I'm not sure. But that'll be a long time before we ever come back to streaming because I want to get my own place for that. So like I said, that's going to be a long time off. But they're going to be videos. They're going to be theme Nuzlocks, like my static log, like the rocket lock I did with Max, game reviews. I have other, the ABC lock. There it is. I knew I had another one. But the locks like that, the Avatar Fire Nation lock. All of those will be videos, and I really like the style and the editing way Josh Lonely Hermit does his type locks. And I'm going to be doing the same kind of style as the theme Nuzlocks. I've already done knock to him, and think I've got his okay for doing it because I am going to credit him here and also like probably in the first 1 or 2 episodes of each time I do the editing style that way of him because I really like how he does it. If you do not know him, go check him out. He's a really good content creator. The way he does his type locks is he covers like the encounters and maybe like any like interesting battles and then like the main plot point battles. And I feel like that's a really good way to do like the theme Nuzlocks because at the same time, like we've almost all at this point in the community, we've all at least either seen, done it ourselves, or know enough about it from the internet to where we know how the game's played. Like, we know how Kanto goes. We know how Johto. We know how Hoenn. We know how Sinnoh. We know how most of these games are played. Now, some of the new ones, maybe not. But again, I still feel like there are a lot of other PokeTubers, or even myself if I do a challenge in those games, of explaining what happens in those games and stuff like that. So I'm not going to worry about, like, the main story point unless it's, like, battles or something like that. I feel like that's the best way to do the theme Nuzlocks. So again, go check out Lonely Hermit. He does it for his type logs. He's the one that started that style, at least as far as I could tell. And I'm just going to be copying it, and then at the same time trying to put my own twist on it, if that makes sense. So that is how I'm going to be doing that. Let's see, I covered the audiobook, I covered the games, I covered the challenges, I covered the fan games, and I covered the Nuzlocks. Okay. I covered everything. The next... Ooh. Shit. Okay. I'm still recording. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna mess up the camera or not. I don't know. I might leave that in. I might not. I don't know. There's a thunderstorm. There's a thunderstorm happening, so... I will figure that out and post-edit. But yeah, okay. I don't know if I did anything or not. Okay. The last thing I know I want to talk about there's not the last thing, but one of the things I want to talk about is EBL, UBA, and also any other battle leagues going forward. During the wedding and everything, we bought our clothing and stuff like that, and wearing the clothing for it, I felt like a mob boss a little bit. And so I decided to create like a Sona, if that makes sense, or like a character I could pretend to play as, stuff like that. Have a little bit of fun with that, and make it more like a show, like, I hate to say it, but like WWE. Because it's not going to be WWE, but kind of like WWE, where like I have like my own character I play and stuff like that. Only thing is, I think from what I understand, the WWE is somewhat scripted. Whether you're going to lose or win, it depends on how. But yeah. But basically, I've just decided to create like my own character for draft leagues and stuff like that. So with that, we're also not going to be going underneath the Texas Tyranitar or the Texas Thorns anymore. We're going to be under Team Coin. And the Sona I have created is the Coin Master. I will be having a separate video explaining the Coin Master's like a little bit of backstory, and the Season 8 EBL team that I have. I did have a video already recorded and everything, but I want to redo it because I need to officially put the nicknames on the Pokemon that I want to have. So I'm going to redo that video. But that is where mainly that is. We're still doing the battle content videos for draft leagues. If I do other draft leagues, I do other draft leagues. But it is going to be the Coin Master and Team Coin is what we're doing. And that's pretty much about it as far as like what type of content I'm going to be doing. The only thing left I have to say on the channel is because the old art and everything, the old description for the channel and everything was for whenever we did more fan games and stuff like that. All Pokemon related. We didn't have any variety on the channel at that point. Now that we're adding the variety and everything, I'm going to be doing a channel rebrand. I'm not changing the name, but however, like the profile pic, the banner, the description, most of all of that, I'm probably going to change. I don't want to change the name because I like the name I have. But other than that, like even probably my openings on the videos will be changed because of the rebranding and stuff like that. That's really about it. I just want to change the rebrand so that way the channel represents more of what we're doing with like the variety content, like the reading of the books, the Nintendo Switch games, the Pokemon games, the challenges, the Nuzlocke. I want to recreate and make it, make it more personalized. Because it was personalized, and I think everybody who has done the art for me so far, but I want to change it up because I feel like changing it up will help people understand what this channel is all more about, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think I have now covered everything in this update video. Like I said, this is the third time I've updated this and done this video, and hopefully this is the right one. If not, that's just how it is. I will put a community post for it, but I do know for the people that have watched this video full through, have continued to stay subscribed, have continued to watch my videos so far, through all the nonsense of everything. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm hoping I can make y'all laugh and stuff like that. That's the biggest thing I want to do. I just want to make y'all laugh. And with that, I will see you next time.